Hilton O'Neill is now armed to the teeth, and the FEMA camp is still. His fellow soldiers put to rest. He can now move on. The visitor pass he attained has marked a facility further to the north, but before he turns his attention there is a matter to the south. A fort visible in the woods to his south, one that might be occupied by people. Survivors, not unlike the lumber camp that he happened across. And while aching from some of his injuries, slipping into the pit, Hilton still has steady hands. It's just the pain that he needs to get under control. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rykon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead and to our short survival series, where Hilton here is going to be heading down to the south towards this fortification in the woods here, after which I'd like us to head north towards the Transcoast Logistics Center. Seems the next best chance for him to find his people, his command. But yeah, before we do that, let's have a look. All of our wounds are bandaged. We are under the effects of some painkillers, but we are going to need to take a fair few more because we are in severe pain at this stage. Severe pain isn't quite the morphine level. I mean, how bad does it have to be? It is severe pain right now. That might be a little bit of overkill, but I guess it is the apocalypse, right? We still have 4 aspirin. I don't know if aspirin's going to cut it right now. But then again, driving an RV under the effects of morphine, maybe not the smartest idea. So, you know what? Let's just knock back that aspirin for now and just hope that that will start to do something for us. So, speaking of our RV, it's a little beaten up. We have all of our weapons with us now. We have our shotgun in our pack. We have our rifle that is clipped onto the front of us, and we have just so many grenades and a load of ammunition as well. So we're looking really good in all those departments. Now, speaking of ammunition, we will actually just top off our assault rifle before we get driving, and hopefully we can drive, even if it is for a little bit. I mean, the RV starts up. That's great news. So we're going to try and get down towards the forest here and see if we can't park up and have a look at what is going on down there. We still have 2% fuel left at this stage, so that should still be enough for us to be able to make it to the Transcoast Logistics Center. But we need to see what's going on here. Well, there isn't much forest actually obscuring this fortification. We'll stop our vehicle here, and just to be safe, I think it is worthwhile that we wield this rifle, as we don't know what to expect. Hilton is wise enough to know that, not everyone is altruistic, except interesting Valhallist. Okay, Earl Giuseppe. Where exactly are you, Earl? You're all the way down there wielding a Morningstar. Hot damn, and you have a leather lamelleur cuirass on. He's got full armor. He's got a wolf skull helm on. So Valhallist, he's some kind of Norse revivalist. We've got Ben McCure here as well, so I don't know what to expect here. We are going towards them armed, but they are also armed, so maybe they'll respect that somewhat. We want to get close enough that we can talk. So that's Ben. We can't see Earl anymore. Oh, Ben does have a 22 rifle, I think, potentially. Let's see if we can talk to Ben over there. Hello, Rassandre. What is it you want? I'd like to know what your deal is. This is our holy henge, devoted to the gods. We stay between pillaging the ruins of the old world, perform our rites for the divine favor, and feast in merriment. We all help each other in these trying times, united in our divine strength and sharp blades. Okay. I get that. I'm a soldier. Maybe I could help. Our leader should be around here somewhere, likely in their hall. They're the ones who could guide you proper. Guten Wildet. Apologies, the pronunciation probably isn't going to be there, but thanks, Ben. Cheers. Okay, I have not met this faction before. Let's go wear our rifle, because we do want to go into here unarmed. I feel like that's going to be better. are you likely to open this for us? Or I don't imagine that Earl is their leader. Let's see, Earl. We could ask, who are you exactly? I'm a wanderer like you, who found purpose and a home with the gods. I am not who I was, but someone new. What's that purpose? That purpose is to serve the true lords of this world and enter Valhalla someday. There I will not worry about the wandering dead, but see the might of battle and feast with those worthy. Odin, the All-Father, will smile on me that day. Well, good luck with that. I don't suppose you would be okay with us opening your gate, because we do want to talk to your leader, ideally. It seems like that is okay. Wow, they've got training dummies here and everything. Really wasn't anticipating this. So I would like to be able to... hey, Garfield? All right. Yeah, they've got a neat aesthetic going on right now. We're going to try and see if we can close this, ideally not crushing anyone in the process. The palisade gate cannot be closed. Okay, good to know. All right, so in the hall, I mean, yeah, they've got crops here and everything. All right, this is very interesting. Yeah, how strange. Well, here's the thing. Hilton was looking for his people, and yeah, he still would like to find them, but I could see him very much fitting in a place like this. Other warriors, not unlike those that he served with. I'm guessing this is the long hall here, so we're more than likely going to find a leader in here, High Goat. So either the spiritual leader or the actual leader. Let's see. Okay, Janeth, let's have a chat, huh? Oh, and we have the goad over there, but yeah, the High Goat, Janeth. Who are you to come before me? Sorry, I don't know who you are. That is very funny of you, but I'm not interested in your humor. Since you ask, I'm the head around here, the best warrior who leads. What I want to know is why you are here, That's a big claim to say. No, we're not. I don't think Hilton's quite that cocky. I'm just passing through. Really, that's quite common these days. A lot of people have nowhere to go. Fortunately, myself and my followers have our home protected from the outside world, with enough material to lead a comfortable life. If need be, we can protect it ourselves. Is there any way that someone like me could fit in here? We don't just take anyone in here. Only the strongest and worthy will prevail. If you want to test your strength, my scouts have noticed a gargantuan rat wandering close to here. It's already tried to kill someone once, and since I can't let it live, you're going to be the one to put it to rest. Once you've done that, I'll let you in. I'll kill it then. And hey, if I don't come back, I'll see you in Valhalla. Kill a rat. I feel like we can manage that. So it is to the south there. Yeah, I really dig this setup. This is really neat to see new factions that I just did not know about at all. Cataclysm, you continue to surprise me, even in the stable version of the game. Okay, so we are actually losing stamina at the moment because we are a little bit over-encumbered. Well, we're about 15 kgs over-encumbered. So we're just going to need to catch our breath occasionally. This is a good way for us to kind of build up our strength, build up our athletics in both a meta and narrative sense. So I'm okay with this, and I think it is definitely worthwhile us keeping a large amount of our equipment with us. It does mean that if we need to run though, we need to make sure that we have the stamina to do so. Let's also get that assault rifle out just so that we're ready to go. That is going to be our primary weapon. We're only going to be swapping off of that if it looks like Sugar House. Okay, let's swing by that and see what that is. Again, it's probably slang for something that I am unaware of. I don't know if it's literally a sugar house or if it's a drug den of some kind. We have a zombie inside of here at the moment. We're going to go put our earplugs in and we're going to get a little bit of target practice. So, let's see. What do we have here on the table? Chocolate waffles. Okay, so it's kind of like a breakfast house kind of deal, I'm guessing. We could also just knife this zombie to death, but I think getting a little bit of aim practice in is going to be good. Heavy arterial bleeding, a regular aimed shot should be enough to put them down, and if there is anything else around here, it'll be alerted, it'll start heading on over towards us. Huntington Road map, we will take that. Thank you. poking our head inside here. All right, you know, I'm not against us having some waffles. We'll keep those earplugs in for the moment. So let's go knock that back, and we'll have the pancakes while we are here. Get nice and fed up on that. Okay, and we are going to have to activate the map, not try and read it. Let's see. There we go. We've added roads to our map, and we can see a lot more of what is around us. We can see that there is even an evac shelter here. So the more and more this is looking like this has been going on for a while. I mean, we've already got a group of Neo-Vikings that have set up here. So yeah, they may have originated from this evac shelter and then, you know, set up over here in what probably was like a Civil War reenactment fort, and they've just kind of turned it into their own thing. Good for them. Good for them. But right, we got a rat to kill. So let's continue on through here a little bit more just to see what we've got going on. There is a lot of tools here. Pot, hand drill, okay, tree spile and a hammer, and then just tanks of maple syrup. Okay, so maple syrup is getting processed here. Yeah, I imagine that's what's in the wow, that's a lot of maple syrup. This is a very good resource, this place. For long-term survival, that is fantastic. I mean, we've got waffle makers and whatnot back here. Yet again, another very, very interesting location, and one that I am happy to see and explore in this apocalypse. Oh, we've got a wasp in here though. Let's go and try and get away from that, because that's bad. Okay, we managed to in the end. There is a broken window down here though, so we do need to be a little bit cautious. We could have just tried to shoot it. Let's drop that, try and see if we can stop that bleeding. Doesn't take too long for us to do that. We are still in severe pain. We got our maple trees out the front here that are already tapped. Okay, we're not quite at shoot up morphine stage yet, but we'll see about that. We're going to take out or take off our earplugs now, just so we can hear a little bit more what's going on around us. And that large rat should be close by. We'll top off the rifle before we get close. And it looks like it's just down here by the trailhead. We obviously want to try and use our range here, as that is our biggest advantage. We can see that there is another wasp around here somewhere, so we do want to be a little bit wary of that. Let's just see where it is. It is to the south, which is kind of the direction that we have to go. So let's check out the trailhead first of all. Sometimes we can find maps behind glass here. All right, let's go around this way a little bit more. It should be just to the south of us now. Okay, maybe it's a little bit further. The mini-map can be a little bit misleading sometimes because it's further away than we think it is. It just shows us the general direction that we should be heading in. And it looks like it's right by a crater. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Did you crash down from space, friend? Oh, it's burrowing? So is this more a mole rat than a rat? That's unfortunate because it means that we're going to have to get close. So what we're going to do, we can't change the fire mode. Oh, we can. Okay, we're going to change to automatic just so we can burst fire this thing. And I think we will go and drop our pack just so that we are a little bit more nimble. Come on, we can do this. We can do this thing. It's not going to appear until it's right in front of us, I think. Why don't you pop on out? Okay, it's very close to us now, I think. 1 square away. What do I have to do to get you out here? Huh? We're gonna yell? Okay. Oh boy. Gigantic naked mole rat. Okay, so it is faster than us, so that's not great. We can't... Well, if we run, we should be faster. It is much slower than us. Okay, so we're gonna take a run back. It immediately goes back underground. No, really? So we have to fight it close up. Okay. Do we get a chance to aim here? It is shrieking currently. All right, full automatic. Hot damn. Okay, I was not expecting to tear through it that quickly. The naked mole rats can heal quite quickly, so I figured that was going to be far harder than that. But I just love the idea of Hilton shrieking and then this thing shrieking back and then him just unloading a hail of bullets into it. Unfortunately, we didn't have our earplugs in there, but it was only a little bit of gunfire. So not crazy bad. Okay. We are starting to get a little bit warm at the moment, which I'm not surprised there. We will be dealing with a little bit of sweat. We could look at trying to minimize that. We'll put this pack back on first of all, though. Okay, so let's have a look at our overall warmth and see where it's the worst. Torso, mouth. Okay, all right, so what is going to be... It's the ski mask that's really going to be affecting us. There's that handlebar mustache. We can see it. We can see it now. Okay, so that's better. So now it's just torso and our hands. So the glove liners we're going to take off because they're going to be making us too warm. And then as far as torso goes, we actually don't have too much on our torso currently. We do have an undershirt on, so we'll take that off. Let's see. Undershirt, be gone. And now we're looking okay. Much, much better. All right. So we need to start to make our way back to where we were. And we can just use auto travel to do most of that, if not all of it. We're overburdened. It may be painful. We'll say yes, and we will stop if it looks like we're going to be getting out of stamina. I think it may prompt us and ask us if we want to stop. We'll see. I mean, we've actually... we pretty much made it. So that worked out. Let's just rest there for a moment, catch our breath. We'll put that rifle away, and we'll head around the corner and go talk to their leader. So I know that Hilton is a guy, but I love the idea of him being a Valkyrie. I mean, he's found not his people, but he's found people that share a similar warrior ethos to him and the soldiers that he served with before. So that's one part of the victory condition done. The helicopter is what remains. Now, if he could get a helicopter back here, I feel like that would be Hilton sorted. We first of all need to see if we've proved ourselves enough to Janeth here. Any luck with the rat? I killed it. Oh, we got a wolf skull helmet? Okay, now we're talking. We get 8 chit, which I'm guessing is what they are using. Huh. Welcome to the clan. We'll get to making a helmet for you straight away. Ha. Awesome. Could you tell me more about yourself? Because, I would love to know more. I don't think we're going to find that out yet. We'll see if there are any jobs that she needs done. Okay, what do you have? Okay. My scouts have reported activities of those alien hippies nearby. I want you to go over there and kill all the yeast infection bastards you see, then burn their colony to ash. I have some Molotovs ready for you to do that with. Okay, alien hippies? She just gave us 5 Molotovs. May Thor protect you. Okay, do you have any advice? Wear a gas mask and a hazard suit, which I wish we had to lend you. Walking in those spore clouds can get you infected with him. And I'd rather not have to send an assassin to incinerate you. Okay, cool. I mean, we can roll the dice. We can roll the dice, can't we? I don't suppose you could tell me a little bit more about yourself? No, that information I would rather not share right now. Besides, I have work to do. Indeed. Let us maybe talk with the other Godi as well. What is this? A firefly terrarium. How interesting. That's what's providing light? While many survivors would have focused on trying to bring back electric lights, whomever lives here has apparently decided to make use of the changes wrought by the Cataclysm to provide light. This vivarium contains soil, strange plants that we do not recognize immediately, and most strikingly, a giant mutant firefly. Very cool. We've got Carolyn over here, we have Samara here as well, Stefania, and Bo. Huh. Oh, and Jeffrey out there, you're the other Godi. All right, Jeffrey, what's beneath you there? Toastums and green tea, of course. Understandable. Let's talk to Jeffrey. Oh, it's kind of the same deal as the others. Okay, that's fine. Let's have a look and see where that mission is leading us. Oh boy, it's a bit of a journey. Yeah, that's quite a ways away. So obviously having some kind of protection is vital. At the same time though, if one is cautious and one fights from afar, we might be okay. Now, let's have a look here. The army helmet I would imagine is better than the wolf helmet, but we're going to be wearing the wolf helmet regardless. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so in every regard, it is better. But we have to wear the wolf skull helmet. I just feel like that's fitting. So we will take that off now. We will take in our mohawk in all its glory, and then we will go and put the wolf skull helmet on, which is just sick. Very cool, very cool. It might make sense for us to actually rest here, rather than just push on. So let's have a look at some of these houses here, because I imagine one of these might be available to Hilton here, and if anything, it's probably going to be this one here at the back. We have a firefly terrarium in the back here. That's very, very cool to see. It looks like our bandages are okay apart from our left arm, so we're going to go and reapply that. So we're going to go for medical gauze. We're going to apply that to the left arm, make sure that is good. What do we have here? Pro Hacker Secrets. Okay, classic book. We are still in intense pain at the moment. Let's just check in on our athletics and everything else currently too. I don't think we could get that higher right now. We could potentially do some practice outside, but honestly, I think rest is going to be important here. Yeah, we got Pro Hacker Secrets, and that's kind of about it. What I want to try and do is get our pain under control. I guess we could try and do a little bit of practice. We do have the target dummies out here, so as long as we're close to them, we should be able to do a little bit of practice. So let's see, can we practice with our knife perhaps? Well, we can't practice stabbing, and to practice melee in general, we need to have a cudgel, which is pretty easy to make. I was just hoping we could practice with our knife. It doesn't seem like that is possible. If nothing else, we can practice bandaging. Obviously not the most ideal choice. Maybe we just look at making a cudgel, because that would be pretty quick for us to make. Having a look at our melee skill, it is at 2 already, but we can potentially get that higher. So we got the stick here. Let's just have a look and see how long that would take us to whittle that down into a cudgel. We can't. You don't need a stick anymore. You need a plank or a pool cue. Interesting. And we're not going to be able to take anything apart easy. So that's quite a bit of a nerf to early weapons that you can make yourself. Understandable. There's lots of options around that you can pick up and whatnot. I think what we're going to do is just head into that room. We're going to practice bandaging for a while until we start to get tired. I think we'll also look at taking our pack off just for the moment as well. Catch our breath back. And yeah, let's get practicing. Well, our wounds are healing really nicely. Our pain is dropping down as well. We'll stop for the moment because I think it's going to be worthwhile us having a nice drink, taking in that clean water. We're also considered overweight currently, so we don't need to be eating too much. We have these water purification tablets, so as long as we can get some water from somewhere, we'll be able to clean the water that's in our canteen. We don't have much else in the way of pain medication, so I think we'll just continue studying, practicing for a while longer. Okay, and our proficiency has increased, so we will stop practicing for the moment. We've got our health care up to 3, which that's really good. We could look at maybe applying the bandage again to our head. It looks like it's going to be good no matter what, so we can't get it to be higher than that at this stage. But that means that we are going to be healing that much faster in general. The distressing pain isn't as much of a concern for me right now. I think what we might do is take our pack and just have a look at offloading some of our equipment here. I feel like that would be the smart thing to do in this scenario. Fast-acting sedatives, more than likely, I'm guessing, is what we're seeing there. Oh, this ammo belt, we need to take that apart to be able to get the ammunition that is in it. We can also just unload it, I think. There we go. So we got a lot of belt linkages. We don't need to really concern ourselves with those, so we'll just say linkage and we'll just drop them in the drawer there. We'll also go through and see if there's anything else that we want to drop off. Ideally, we keep the combat shotgun because that is really good if we have something very, very dangerous up close. We've got a ton of ammunition for our assault rifle right now, which is great. We have grenades, we have Molotovs aplenty. The bandages and stuff like that, that's not going to really weigh us down all that much at all. We'll drop that off, as well as the duct tape, the medical tape and everything. We're still on the look for the cam belts, but at the same time, we can just make the makeshift ones. We'll drop our helmet in here, as well as the nape protector. I don't think we're going to need to put these back on at night. We'll keep the glove liners there just in case. The ski mask and the undershirt, they're already pretty worn. We are still a little bit over at the moment in terms of weight, so we could have a look at dropping off some of the ammunition that we might not actually be able to use. So I'm relatively sure that this ACP we're going to be able to use, with the SIG that we've got. So we'll drop this ammunition off, which does help, and it gets us closer, but we're still about 6 kgs over our limit right now. One quick way to fix that, or get us closer, would be leaving the shotgun here, or alternatively, we leave our ballistic vest behind. But I don't know if we want to do that because we can actually carry stuff in it. There are 7 items in it at the moment, so yeah, no, let's not go that route. You know what? I do think that 10 grenades is probably enough, so we're going to drop off some of the more damaged ones here. A little bit more ammunition that we can drop off. And yeah, if we were to leave the combat shotgun behind, that would have us be at a good weight. I think we're going to do it. It might be a mistake, but that does mean that we're going to be able to move that much faster and easier. Let's get our assault rifle out. Okay, so we need to get some water. I don't remember seeing a well or water pump here. I would assume that they'd have something like that, but they probably also have access. Oh, there is a pond that is just to the northwest. We'll go in that direction. Our vehicle is up this way. We could take our shotgun and just put it in the vehicle. There is a rattlesnake somewhere, so let's be a little bit cautious. And we'll go take water, pour it into our canteen, like so. Okay, and then we will activate one of the purification tablets and we will drop it into there. That volume of water is too large to purify. I disagree. It's a liter worth of water. How much or how many purification tablets would we need to be able to purify that? Because surely we wouldn't need that many. Okay, intended for clarification and disinfection of unsafe drinking water, these Halzone-based purification tablets remove dangerous contaminants that enable us to use 1 tablet per unit of water. So we would need 6 tablets to be able to purify all of that. Okay, so that's a considerable amount that we actually need to be able to do that. So what I want to do is I want to just kind of take the other tablet. So let's just go tab, take that one, and we're going to drop that pill bottle because that is empty now. Okay, and I don't know if it makes sense for us to, first of all, run directly into the rattlesnake. I don't think it makes sense for us to have our gun out while we are driving. So we're going to put that away for now. And then we're going to turn our vehicle in the direction of Auburn and Boxborough in Winchester. That's our destination. I think before we go there though, I think it is worthwhile us maybe getting to the evac shelter here. If we can get onto the roof of that thing, we can get sight of the area around here. And we may also be able to find out where the nearest refugee center is as well. So all useful things for us to know. The bugs around here do seem to be rather large, and this evac shelter does actually seem to be intact at the moment. So that's cool. Slathering coyotes and flaming eyes, less cool. There is a portal directly to the south right now. So we're gonna go back the truck up, like so. Let's stop driving for the moment. Hope that their eye just kind of forgets about us. And we're gonna smash the window to get in here. We're gonna go crouched down on the ground and we're gonna access this here. The emergency message first of all, which is pretty generic, and then contact us. We're gonna make a note of the location on that computer, and that is going to give us a location, wow, actually not that far away, just over here. But you can see the route that it kind of made for us following the roads. It would take us up to Bridport, East Kingston, through Appleton, and then to Kingley before we eventually reach there. What we are really looking out for are any military facilities, and specifically military helipads. That's where we are going to find a helicopter. So locations like that can be at the end of the line. Whenever we see roads like this, there's a high chance that we'll find something unique or interesting at the end of them. Let's get a little bit more sight of the area though. So let's keep on moving, hoping that the flaming eye, it's right beneath us, isn't it? It is. Yeah, okay. So we can see a little bit further. Doesn't really help us all that much. Now the eye is between us and our vehicle. So that is a little bit of a problem for anyone else other than Hilton O'Neill. Hilton has grenades, and I would like to throw a grenade at a flaming eye because I feel like that's something Hilton would do, as this is a giant floating eye of some kind. So we're going to first of all see if we can throw this grenade with relatively decent accuracy down towards here. The angle doesn't look great. If anything, I would like to do a patented grenade drop. So we're going to get over towards the edge. We feel bad. As soon as their eye looks at us, we do not feel good. We're going to go and drop that grenade over the side. We are going to run back and not get our earplugs in time. Silence your nightmares. Nether monster killed. We dropped... Oh, there's a crack here now. Crap. It just climbed up the ladder. We dropped a grenade onto a flaming eye and just absolutely exploded it. That's fantastic. Okay, so we're going to activate our holster, draw out our pistol, and we are going to aim up on the creek here. We cannot hear real good right now, but we can see the creek coming towards us. We managed to shoot it once, twice, and it melts away. Hilton, you are a warrior. We've just spotted another creek that's now chasing up towards us. So creeks are misshapen, hound-like creatures. They should see the wolf head. It's meant to be slower than us. I think we just managed to get a little bit far enough away. Damn, that hurt. Ow. Shoot it again. Okay, this is fine. We probably want to put some antiseptic on that wound because we were just bitten by a nether creature. All right. So let's do that. We're going to take some antiseptic, we're going to put it on that wound there, and then I think it's probably worth us dressing that. So let's go for the left leg, make sure it's a good dressing. Okay, and right now we kind of feel nauseous. We feel nauseous and our mind has been touched because of that creature that we blew up. Our perception's a little whack and our dexterity is a little off as well. But I think we're okay, other than not being able to hear from the explosion. These things happen, and that is a dead flaming eye. Hot damn, look at that thing. Well done. I mean, I feel like he is extra worthy of those warriors now. Extra worthy. Okay, let's hop into the ride, and let's plot our direction from here. I would like to, before the end of today's episode, make it to the end of that road there, and maybe see what's there as well. We know the direction that we are heading in. We still have a fair amount of fuel left in this RV, believe it or not, and we're going to put that to good use. And we can't even hear the vehicle running right now as we drive along this road. Let's try and stay a little bit more centered. In saying that, we are now approaching a fishing pond. Well. And we may have a chance to get some more fuel for this vehicle. It is a diesel vehicle though. The van down here, this might be a diesel van. It's a heavy van. It could be petrol. So one way we can figure that out is that if we can see the tank, it'll tell us what's in there. And the tanks are usually going to be on the outside of the vehicle. Gasoline. So that ain't a go for us. We can always swap out to another vehicle. I just don't think it'll be that worthwhile right now. We also really don't want to crash our own vehicle, so let's just try and go
a little bit slower through here. I say that after we, absolutely annihilated our vehicle before. We're just going to cruise on through there, accidentally smash into one of the lampposts. It happens, it's okay. And we're not going to really bother with that fishing pond for now. We're just going to point ourselves in the direction of where this road ends. Ooh, okay. All right, we've got ourselves 2 military vehicles here, or security vans. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to tell which. This is a military cargo truck, so it may very well have tanks on the side of it. No? Yeah, it's draining. It's draining a lot. Okay, all right, we'll check out this one. These tanks seem to be a little bit further into the vehicle, at least it was on the other one. I'm just gonna stop here for a second. We're actually not gonna stop the vehicle, we'll just say let go of the controls, and just quickly check it. JP8 fuel, okay. So definitely not what we're looking for. Oh my gosh, that's a radio tower? Hot damn. Okay, we got a radio tower down here. Okay, so we're just gonna drive forwards a little bit further, and that radio tower is great. We've gotten better at driving, which is fantastic. All right, let's stop this thing here. We're gonna jump the fence, climb on over, and we're gonna climb this tower, and it's gonna give us some good information. So let's see, there may be some things that we wanna try and grab from here. The tool belt is unlikely. The police duty belt is gonna be able to do some good stuff for us anyway. Transitional corrective glasses, potentially useful. Because they're corrective, they could actually screw with our sight. We will definitely take the headlamp. We might actually put the headlamp on now over our wolf helmet. That's kind of funny. But that's cool, that works. We also want to have some kind of t-shirt, because right now we don't really have anything on, and it would be kind of uncomfortable. None of this stuff fits very well. We're going to take the dust mask though, because I don't know if we have any other kind of filter mask. We have an RV car. I don't think we can do much with that right now. We'll take the crispy cranberry and the caffeine pills. And over here, outdoor adventures, we've got a dark cola. We are actually starting to get a little bit over encumbered, so we do want to be cautious, but we will take all those drinks with us. And then we're going to have a climb. We're just going to climb up to the tippity top of this tower. Okay. And then we have a look at what is around us. We can already see another tower. So that's reassuring. What do we have? Another radio tower. Okay, and we also have a farmhouse, a greenhouse, chicken coop, a horse and stable, and a carriage house. Okay, so none of this stuff as of yet is going to be able to really protect us from the fungal menace to the southwest. But hey, it's something. The other radio tower will allow us to see just a little bit further. Ideally, it allows us to see what's at the end of the line there. And you know what? It's fast enough for us to do that we're just going to blitz on over towards that now. I'll meet you when we get there. Okay, and we are down to 1% fuel now, so we are probably going to need to either find some more diesel or find another vehicle soon. We may be able to find one down at the farm. If nothing else, there are horses there, although we know the horses, they don't always do great. We do have pair of binoculars, a Huntington survivors map, and we've also got some Springfield ammunition. So I do believe that we already have binocs. No, we don't. Okay, well, this is great. This is going to allow us to see so much further. So we go down and then we go back up, and that will reveal a much larger region. So what do we have going on? Quite a few interesting things. So over here, there's a fire lookout tower. Yep, great. That can show us more of the region. We have a regional dump up here. We have another evac shelter over towards the west. We have 2 farms here. We have a great big river, so it's good to know that. So this bridge is the only way down towards Auburn and some of the other locations. We have a last man on earth shelter. Very good to know about, and a ranch field down here as well. There's been lots of rural additions to Cataclysm, it seems, so I'm very, very happy to see that. We haven't really experienced much of that with Dusk because it is a megacity, so we don't get as much of the rural flavor. Right. But I am happy with the progress that Hilton has made today. He has joined with the Valhallists, now donning a wolf skull helm. He has a new family, yet he still yearns for those skies. Finding a helicopter is no small task. He may have to travel far and wide to be able to do it. But while he's doing that, he is going to be trying to help these people as much as he can. Because the idea of any of his crew surviving that crash, that hope is becoming slimmer and slimmer. Hilton needs to find a way to survive in this new world. Family, community, that helps more than anything else. Hilton, hold on. You're a warrior of the new world now. Valhalla shall not have you. Not just yet. Legionnaires, I ask you all, if you have enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Lycon. You have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.